You work 30 hours in the mine. Those are sissy numbers, okay? If you're not pulling 48-hour days to go pound some pavement, come home, eat some dinner, go to bed and come back, you're just a liberal sissy. You got soft hands, brother. You don't know nothing about real work. Out here in the sun, we work 50, 60 hours a day. And those are rookie numbers. I used to truck 2,400 miles in one day, non-stop. If I gotta shit, I shit in a bottle I bring from home. I don't stop anywhere. I don't eat. I don't drink. I do it all in my truck.
If you're the average American who works 40 hours in one work week, you must be a lazy piece of shit. Because these blue-collar boys are beating you by a goddamn mile. They're working easily
70-hour days
out in the hot sun pounding the pavement. But there's one thing that needs to keep them going. That is a good, hearty meal made by their significant others. Multiple meals packed with nothing but protein and carbohydrates to keep them fueled and ready up throughout the day. But what about when it's not so good? What about when it sucks? Like ass, actually. As a blue-collar man, your workday is the same amount of hours as that one planet in Interstellar where it takes like 10 years to finish one day. That is the average workday for a blue-collar man. Okay? This is a big content attraction for a lot of these people on TikTok nowadays. Everyone wants to see what these stay-at-home wives are making for their blue-collar husbands. Waking up at 3, 4 in the morning, cooking multiple meals throughout the workday for their man, multiple snacks, drinks, all kinds of good stuff. What if I told you someone took that concept, knew it was popular, and made it worse? It's real, and it's happening. And this is a real thing. Someone did this on purpose. And you might be thinking, oh, well, how do you know it's on purpose? What? How do you know? I'm not the first one here to make a video about these people. Now, our first and main offender here for these kinds of TikToks is going to be Patricia Pearls, who, you guessed it, got popular for making videos about cooking shitty meals for her blue-collar husband. You don't necessarily see him because he's probably dead, and you'll understand why. You see that? Do you understand what we're dealing with here? This is a national security threat to everyone's health and safety. A frozen banquet meal that is already the worst thing in the world for you besides maybe like top ramen is then thrown in cooking oil, thawed, and just essentially pureed into just oily sauce. The noodles just disintegrated with meatballs. Don't forget meatballs. That's important. Okay? You can't have a meal without protein, especially for these guys pounding the pavement for 68 hours in a day. Now, I don't know if it's like an inside joke or what, but she always has like a fucking open onion just in her videos that she never uses. Not to mention the egregious amount of salt already added to this terrible meal. But that has me thinking, why this? It's not aesthetic. It ain't easy on the eyes. But I think for all the more reason that this is purposefully, forcefully brought on to us. Okay, we enjoy the content of the wives making dinner for their guys who are having a long day. So guess what? I'm cooking dinner for my man. He's getting a frozen banquet meal with oil and salt addition. He's no longer alive. I think she misses her dead husband and she killed him the same exact way. This is the video that made me want to make this as an alert to the public to be careful. You can't just eat at anybody's house, okay? You need to be vigilant and on the lookout for these people, because that has to be a crime. That has to be premeditated murder in some sense. You're getting McDonald's, bringing it back to your house. It comes in a wrapper already. You can just eat it out the wrapper and throw it away. It's like the easiest thing in the world. You put it in a pan with, hey, guess what? More oil. And then you fry French fries that are already made, and you fry a burger that's already done. And like the greasiest fast food establishment known to man, and the most globally recognizable is McDonald's. Okay? Just stay locked in with me here. She's adding bacon, extra salt, and more cheese, and then just letting it sit there. This is the worst thing I've ever seen in my fucking life. When she puts it on the plate, if you squint, it looks like she just shit on a plate and gave it to her man, because I'm telling you, he's not alive. It doesn't matter what she does. No one's eating it. This is just for the camera. Because if she feeds this to somebody, this is the non-emergency hotline for the police. You call this, they will come to your house. Or just call 911 if it's that big of an emergency. If you see her shitting on a plate and trying to serve it to you, if you're still alive, if you're still in there, don't bother coming home. Stay out and just keep working, okay? Don't go home. Ask one of your coworkers for some of their lunch. Because she doesn't like you anymore. She wants to kill you. She's trying to stop your heart. And I know you put the work in, husband, okay? You work those hours. You got some money saved up. She wants it. And you know she doesn't want you to survive until the next meal. She doesn't want you to make it to work the next day. You ever thought, it's kind of late. Why did my wife wake me up? She wants you to die. That's all it is. Oh, but hold your fucking horses. You think Miss Pearls is the only one doing this?
Fuck no.
Now, this is what turned it from intentional homicide to Ragebait. This creator right here, Auntie Jackie. Just because based off of the profile picture and the style of cooking, I'm going to assume one, you might not be American, and also by the UK flag in the bio. It makes sense.
Why do British people build garages in their living rooms but then park in their front yards?
Well, at least we don't have to pay 300,000 quid for an ambulance ride when we've been shot in maths class.
Everyone knows food in the UK is not that good. Absolutely, hands down. But nonetheless, they're making this and we're watching it. This doesn't even look like food anymore. I'm telling you, this no longer looks like food. This has to be some sort of cryptic signal being sent out to other people, letting them know,
I want to kill my husband.
this isn't even food anymore, bro. You're taking a frozen meal, and this is the rage bait aspect of it, okay? This is, aside from it being gross and looking not like food on the plate anymore, you're just picking something, and then you don't even look until you open your eyes and you're like, yeah, let's throw it on camera. The last rage baiting lady, she sucked. Don't get me wrong. But she had some aspect of trying and putting some effort into the videos that she made. She had a fake park ranger. She had, a Cybertruck, I guess. These people are just closing their eyes and picking whatever banquet meal they find, and saying, you know what? I'm gonna drop that in oil. I almost gagged watching these videos. I can't lie. It was tough for me to pick out the very few videos that are being shown here simply because it's so gross. It doesn't look like food anymore. I have no idea where to go from here about tipping off the police for these people. If you are someone who works in a blue collar field, start packing your own lunches because your wife is secretly trying to kill you and you have no idea.
What the hell?